Thank you, Sinan.
Good morning, everyone. We have with us the acting governor, Franz Manderson, a number of other representatives from the government, Councillor Joey Hugh, who is Councillor in the Ministry of Tourism, Chief Officer Dr. Dax Pasteo from the Ministry of Financial Services, and Chief Officer Strand Borden from the Ministry of Tourism. But before I start, I just want to offer a little criticism of the structure of this IMPACT event. Did you see that photograph of us standing on the beach in full suits? There's something very wrong about all of that. And I know my friend Sinan says this is the IMPACT way and we just go hammer, hammer, hammer all the time, but I would strongly suggest, and this has nothing to do with marketing at all, that you extend the conference for another 2 days so people didn't have to go on the beach and in the catamaran in full suits and heels. Sinan? This is the third year in a row that the Cayman Islands has hosted this conference, and we look forward to hosting it for many years to come. As I indicated to you yesterday, I am facing an election in 27 days, so I pray that I will be here when you come back next year. But it's called an elections for a reason. We shall see. I thank the IMA for its continued commitment and support of the Cayman Islands. I came across a tweet from a marketer the other day that reminded me of all the hard work that goes into your businesses as well as governments to create brands and brand awareness. Tim Williams tweeted, "Clients don't care about the labor pains. They want to see the baby." Reminds me of voters. While you're here to network, share ideas and concerns, and hopefully make some useful discoveries for your own businesses, I do hope you get a real chance to see and truly experience our beautiful Cayman Islands and the Caymanian people. What you will find, for those of you who have not been here before, is a charming jewel in the Caribbean Sea, where there's always a light breeze, a hammock blowing in the wind, and a cool beverage just waiting to be consumed, if Sinan will let you out of the conference long enough. We're also a modern, fast-paced, internationally leading hub for the financial services industry, as well as a premier tourism destination. And our economy is booming. The economy of these islands has grown steadily and annually over the last 4 years, from 1.5% in 2013 to a forecast high of 3% last year. Helping to grow our economy are developments like the one we are in now. This Seafire Kimpton Hotel is very new. A bit further along, our world-famous 7 Mile Beach, Margaritaville, has opened its doors, and work begins this year on an Arnold Palmer lodge and golf course on the eastern end of the island. And we are seeing other major properties such as the Westin being renewed. All across our 3 islands, we are seeing development projects of all sizes, including boutique hotels. Many new luxury residential developments are going up in South Sound. The world-class Health City Cayman Islands has expansion plans, and just a few weeks ago, a new luxury brand hotel, again on 7 Mile Beach, was announced. Government is investing tens of millions of dollars to continually upgrade our infrastructure, including our road system, schools, and airports. Those of you who are visiting for this conference, or those of you who travel here regularly, will have seen that the redevelopment of the Owen Roberts International Airport is well underway. We apologize for the inconvenience while that is going on. The current airport was designed to accommodate passenger traffic of only 500,000 people a year. The renovated airport, when completed next year, will be able to accommodate 2.5 million travelers annually. Our inflation is a negative 2.3%, and our gross domestic product growth in 2016 was 2.8%, higher than the 2.6% of the previous year. Indeed, Moody's has once again given the Cayman Islands a bond rating of an AA3 stable based on very high capita gross domestic product, very strong institutions, and a comparatively low debt burden. With so much uncertainty in the world, it is comforting to note that ranking on our list of credentials is our stable political and economic climate. It is an economic climate that is bolstered by our population, which has grown to about 63,000. Of that, 57% are Caymanians and 43% residents from 133 countries across the globe. So you can see that ours is truly a culturally rich and cosmopolitan country. And we have global reach. We are an extremely well-managed British overseas territory, and as I said before, one of the world's leading international financial services centers, as well as the global hedge fund jurisdiction of choice. As a jurisdiction, Cayman has always ensured that we kept and continue to keep up to date with emerging trends, reacting swiftly to ensure that the legal framework evolves accordingly and institutional confidence is preserved, always operating based on ethical principles. We continue to be at the forefront of regulatory changes and in many instances ahead of G20 countries in drafting legislation and helping lead the way in anti-money laundering and countering financing of terrorism legislation. And we are still world leaders in developing useful financial services products that enable the transaction of global business. We have a robust legal regime and regulatory environment, and companies domiciled here benefit from capital mobility because of the absence of exchange controls. There is also the benefit of no direct corporate, capital gain, income, or withholding tax. Not only are we an idyllic tropical paradise, but we boast an enviable stable of business, telecommunications, IT infrastructure, legal and accounting service providers to support businesses here and globally. Our pro-business government warmly welcomes entrepreneurs and direct foreign investment to our shores. We have put the legal framework in place to make it time efficient and cost effective to set up a physical business presence here, to take advantage of operating in a tax-neutral environment. This administration, which I have had the honor and privilege to lead over the last 4 years, has worked closely with Cayman Enterprise City to help ensure the growth of businesses within the Special Economic Zone. In addition, we continue to work with Cayman Enterprise City to promote these islands. In fact, it was my administration that renegotiated the Special Economic Zone agreement with Cayman Enterprise City to allow for certain types of tech companies to enter Cayman without the need to use the zone. We give globally competitive concessions that make it both financially compelling and easy to establish a globally focused business in the Cayman Islands. By operating from a tax-neutral platform, businesses can become more profitable and globally competitive, grow and flourish. So I encourage you to explore the opportunities that the Cayman Islands has to offer in this regard. I would again like to thank Mr. Sinan Kanats, the chairman of IMA, and Mr. Matt Lange, the vice chair, personally, for choosing the Cayman Islands and for bringing such a high-quality event and world-class content to these shores. I know that the next day and a half will be action-packed. I hope you will enjoy the excellent keynote speakers, some thought-provoking panels, and experience some great networking opportunities. Have a chance to taste the delicious local cuisine and experience the warm Caymanian hospitality for which we are renowned. I hope you all enjoy the IMPACT17 experience and your time in our islands, and I hope that the experience will leave you wanting to return and knowing full well we will welcome you with open arms. Thank you for your attention.